This week's Torah portion is called Parshat Balak, and it's named after the king of the Moabites, King Balak. King Balak is frightened of the Jewish people. They're numerous, they're the conscience of the world. He wants to do away with them. He doesn't know how to do it in a military way, so he hires a prophet, a non-Jewish prophet of the highest order by the name of Bilam. And he employs Bilam to use the power of words, that words are powerful. They create realities, that we can use our words for good, and we can also use our words for not good, for bad. And so Balak employs Bilam to go and curse the Jewish people. And at one point, Bilam says, "How can I curse a nation that is not cursed?" He recognizes, as must we all, that we are a Jewish people that is in an unbreakable bond with God, that we transcend the natural order, that God is continually protecting us. Bilam sees this, and Bilam recognizes that we are a nation that stands apart. We cannot merge in, we do not merge in with other nations and become one with other nations. We are a nation that dwells alone in this intimate relationship with God, and God continues and promises to protect us. In last week's Torah portion, Aaron, the high priest, the brother of Moses and Miriam, he dies. And along with him go the clouds of glory that were protecting the Jewish people as they were in the desert. We understand that Aaron is a man who pursued peace. He was somebody who used his words and used the power of words to create harmony between people, to bring about to mend relationships that were broken, to bring around a peace between people who are arguing, that he was a pursuer of peace through the use of his words. And so Rabbi Silber gives us an interesting way to understand this, that when Aaron used his words, that the exhalation of his breath using these words of goodness and peace-bringing were ones that coalesced and became the clouds of glory that protected the Jewish people. That what protected the Jewish people in the merit of Aaron was the way in which Aaron used his words, and that the exhalation coalesced into the clouds that protected them. So if we understand today we're in a world where we are being cursed, we are needing to fight militarily, and we also need to fight with words. There are curses being leveled at us. And what is our response? Our response perhaps could be to be like Aaron, to use our words for good, to pray for all the things that we want to pray for peace, and to pray for no more suffering, and to pray for an end to the war, and pray for release of the hostages, and all the things that we're praying for. There should be no more suffering. And we should use our words to bless each other and to bring peace between each other. And maybe in the merit of our doing this, that we will create the same kinds of clouds that Aaron was create with his words, and that there will be a divine protection that will continue to protect us as God has promised us that he will protect us, and that we will do our part to bring about an end to all this so that we can live in peace and harmony.